Would Alex Pereira survive against Anthony Johnson? Would he be able to beat him? Alex Pereira has recently climbed the ranks because of his size, power, and kickboxing superiority. He's beaten most of his opponents and lost very rarely. Anthony Johnson was a force to be reckoned with, beating most of his opponents, but lost 4 times in the UFC to a rear naked choke every time. He was basically the Mike Tyson of MMA, putting pressure on his foes right away and had some power of his own. Even though Pereira hits hard, his style is very different from Rumble's. He's more of a calm, patient chess-style fighter, timing his shots just right to get the job done. Anthony Johnson, however, was pretty much the opposite. He would go in guns blazing right away, catching his opponents most of the time. Even though Pereira is a very good striker, he's been outstriked a couple of times here and there. Anthony has only lost to chokes and has had the striking advantage against every opponent he's faced. He's never been outstruck properly, but been taken down and finished from there. Pereira relies on his pressure and intimidation in order to beat his opponents. Since he only needs one punch to get the job done, most of his opponents would fear him and not be willing to put the pressure on him. Alex is highly vulnerable to someone being aggressive and powerful. Israel Adesanya, for example, almost put Pereira out with a jab cross in their first UFC fight and got the job done in the second. This combination is pretty much Rumble's go-to, and he would not be backing away from Pereira, but instead corner him and blast away. I think the fight with Anthony Johnson and Alexander Gustafsson is a good example of how the fight would most likely be.